Hello and welcome to Disruptors, where we are ready to break shit. Now, when I came here, I was ready to break shit because that's what revolution requires, and I don't forget that for a second. But I talk about that a lot of times. I am that. I am disruptor, just like you are. But today we are gonna talk about something that has been like. This thing is in my brain for a long time, and I was living the life. I was doing my things, I was live streaming, I was playing the games, I was doing my assignments. Everything in my life was going as good as it can be. But here's the thing, I am a very optimistic guy, if you know me nicely, and that happened, that big chunk of big thing, the toxicity came back when I heard that one of my greatest influencers, whom I actually like their content, like Dr. Disrespect. I love his content. But the goddamn thing is, he's not a great human being. If you ask me any single time what type of person Guy Beam actually is, I will say he is a goddamn cheater. He's not a great guy, he's a piece of shit of a guy. But his content is cool. Dr. Disrespect's alter ego, his antithesis, is actually cool. And that's what I'm a fan of. I'm not a fan of his personality. I don't want to be like him, but I like his content. That's what I always say. Now, if you're aware of what is going on Twitter or in YouTube or in this goddamn world, majority in this gaming community, you will realize and you will understand that the doctor we all adore and love is a PDF file. He's not .doc, he's a .pdf now. Now, why I am not using the real world? Because goddamn YouTube is crazy. You know YouTube, right? I know YouTube, right? Everybody knows YouTube. Now YouTube will ban me if I say the actual word. It will not ban me. I'm just exaggerating. But what I'm not exaggerating is what Doctor did. He, by the way, messaged 4 years ago when he got banned from Twitch, and Twitch paid him for some reason, I don't know why, maybe to hide the information of the minor. He messaged a minor, and their message led to some things that should not have been, those things what we call text that we should not be a part of, those toxicity texts, that text which we do to with our wife or our girlfriend who's of course 18 plus. He did that with a minor. Yes, I'm putting example, I'm giving you the example because I love you all and you love me and we love each other as a friend, not nothing else. Because after Doc did it, he made it so awkward, he made it so weird, and he got caught. Twitch caught him, and Twitch banned him. He sued the Twitch, and then Twitch had to, of course, protect the minor. Twitch does not care if what we think about Twitch, but Twitch gotta protect the person, right? So what they did is they banned him, and then at the settlement they had to settle, and they had to pay Doc the whole money, the whole period of some money. I don't know, I have not read the actual document, to be very honest, and I'm not gonna read it because of course I'm not gonna spend any more time in this situation because it's actually affecting a lot of things in me. I don't like this, man. I don't like this. I don't like these things. Why do people act this foolishly when they got fame? Why do anybody, why do you have to act like this shitty? Why do you have to act shitty when you have fame and success? When you have everything? Why do you have this urge to do something that's gonna harm that thing? Why do you have to act like a shitty asshole? I just wanna know. If I can talk to Doc, which I cannot, of course, because he's a big human being and I am a small I'm a man of a man. I'm a man of a man. So I don't want to talk to him. So I mean, I cannot talk to him. But the fact is, if I ever want to talk to him, I would like to ask him, like, why do you do that thing? It's not the first time. It's so many times he did that. And of course, doing anything is not an excuse to cheating your wife or to be a PDF file. Okay, you can be a PSD file, but not a PDF file. Come on, PDFs. Of course, we used to use. Come on, we don't use anything. But the fact is, today we are here because I, after a long time, went to the lands of Twitter, and I have been tweeting a lot because this thing happened and that raised. Actually, I was going to say raged, but then I realized there's no word. Why am I going to use that word? Then it raised the old Oliver Wozniak's need to come here. Now here's the thing, what happened. There's a lot of tweet going on Twitter pushing for World War III. Russia. NATO will pay for killing innocent Russians on the beach. That's what Russia said. I don't know what is going on. That's a tweet which I'm reading, by the way. And thank you, Thor Deplorable, for the tweet. Russian defense minister's spokesman on today's strike at a Crimean beach. Today at 12:15 p.m. a deliberate terrorist missile attack was carried out on the city of Sevastopol. I'm so sorry if I am pronouncing it wrong. By 5 Americans, ATACMS missiles equipped with cluster warhead. I think we are going to get bombed. Because of course, anything that happens and anything that anybody does, we are always included. US is always included. I don't know why. Even when we don't do shit, we are always included. I don't understand it. But responsibility for the deliberate missile strikes on civilians in Sevastopol lies primarily with the United States. Now here's the problem. I don't understand. What are we going to do about it? And now here's the thing about this. I don't know if I should upload this podcast on YouTube, but I'm permanently not uploading. I'm of course not uploading this on my main channel because of course I don't want it to go demon time. But the goddamn hell is something is going on. People are saying we are going to World War III, which I don't totally agree with, because every year people got something to play with. Last year it was AI. The year before that it was crypto. The year before that it was NFT. The year before that it was something. Every single year we get something to hype, like anything, something got hype up, and we got something to play with. And when the year ends, we forget about that. So I think this year we are hyping the World War III. Next year it will be gone. But the goddamn hell is, I don't have any information in that, so I can be wrong about it, you know. Anything can be wrong about it, and I am actually aware enough to know how much I can be wrong about it, you know. But the hell is US drone directly at ACMS missile strike, dropping deadly cluster bombs on civilians in Sevastopol. Here's the problem about it. I don't understand why you have to fight. But there's some things going on, you know. And goddamn, I'm not gonna use a word. I was going to, but whatever. There's so many things which I wanna talk about, but it's so much restricted when I cannot talk about those things. But let's see what happens. I am pretty sure that, of course, no matter what happens, here's the thing. Okay, no matter what happens, I don't think that we actually listening to the party we don't support. For example, and I'm saying it, for example, some people support Republicans, okay? They don't listen. And I'm saying some people who support Republicans. I'm not saying everybody who's supporting Republicans. I'm saying some of those people don't really listen to the Democrats, and some Democrats who support Democrats, of course, they don't listen to Republicans. So it's like my team, and I'm not gonna care about the other team. When it should be like my country. It's not Democrats and Republicans. It's our country. That's what we are talking about. Now here's the thing. I am not very much, in a place to say these things. Of course, I'm not. And that's my 2 cents talking. So I can definitely be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I would really like you all to tell me if I'm wrong in this sense. But that's my opinion. I think in these situations when everybody is going to war and demon time, I think this is the time when we gotta stop fighting and we gotta be like, okay, how can we help our country rather than helping our party? That way everybody will make money and our country will be far more safe. Here's the thing, right? People are entering border. I don't understand what the hell is going on. But here's the thing. Donald Trump is tweeting. Well, let's see. And here's the thing. I am not a political guy. I don't really understand politics that much. Okay, there's the thing. That's the only thing I don't get it. I don't understand politics. Okay, don't. I really don't. I just don't. But then people make these things up. Okay, like some people just goddamn doing some stuff and crazy stuffs and I don't understand and those thing happens. But let's not talk about fight, because we all do is love, and that's what we are here for. We don't do the love that Dr. Disrespect does, because of course he loves somebody that he should not love. He loves them too much, and that's why he's not Dr. Disrespect, he's Dr. Disgusting. Yeah, but goddamn, it is so fucking crazy, Actually, some people are calling him cock. I should call him yuck rather than cock. In a way, he's cock. It's not. He's not. He's just it's just a freaking maybe too much of a got too much ahead of himself. Even Nick Marks and Tim the Tatman, they are not agreeing with him. They are like, what the fuck is going on? That's just fucking crazy, man. There ain't no way I'm gonna do that shit. So nobody is supporting him. Some people are trying to defend Sneeko. For all the goddamn hell is trying to defend him. I don't understand you, Sneeko. What the hell do you want? Sneeko is saying if you are a 13-year-old edging to Pokemon all day, it's okay. But if Dr. Disrespect texts a girl who's 17-year-old, 11 months, 364 days, 59 minutes and 59 seconds, is the worst person ever. You know what I think, Sneeko? I think, Sneeko, you gotta shut up, okay? We all know what you say. Here's the thing about me, man. I don't understand the people I don't follow. I don't even want these people, Sneeko type of people. Like, yeah, cock. Sneeko is cock, of course. I don't want Sneeko type of people to even enter my zones, but they're always in the media, and when they do these shit, I have to enter and say the things which I say. But these people are freaking crazy. Now here's the thing. You can have different opinions. I'm not objectifying. I'm not challenging your opinions, okay? But this is what I think. And this podcast is built on based on what we think. That's our principle, okay? We think these, and that's what we do. We put our thinking out there. That's the thing. Apart from that also, man, these things are crazy. I mean, come on, man. How can you offend the nicest people of YouTube? Like, come on. You know what the first thing I saw? I saw Jacksepticeye tweeting fucking disgusting. And then I had to know, like, what is going on. Because I read the tweet and I was so freaking disturbed. But when I saw Jack saying, bro, this is crazy, fucking disgusting, that's when I'm like, bro, it's a fucking Dr. Disgusting here. It's not a Dr. Disrespect anymore. God damn. Man, listen, your past will always hunt you. Don't do bad stuff. That's the thing. Be kind, be nice, have humility, or else the past will hunt you, There's a word which I always like, there's a word which I follow. Like, it's written in my room with a big, red type of marker in an orange sheet, which is in front of me whenever I go to stream, and it's that you will reap what you sow. Yes, it's written there that you will reap what you sow. I can see it up, and every time I see it, I'm like, okay, I should do good things. I cannot do bad things, because if I do bad things, it might come to haunt me in the future, which it used to when I was an asshole, and I was sometimes before. I used to act like an asshole, and I accept these things. But I never acted like Doctor, man. He is just a fucking crazy guy. He's just crazy, and I'm not pushing him just to get views. Don't watch these videos. I don't give a shit. I'll create the best videos and people will watch it. But I don't want views for, like, I don't want to push Doctor to get views. But the goddamn hell is he did these things, and I don't really support him for that. I don't. Come on, man. Come on. Who is supporting him? There are still people having his back and trying to put some kind of, opinions, which is crazy. Some type of... There are people who are going to try to defend Doctor, you doing something, saying shits, and try to defend him, which is crazy. I mean, come on, you don't have to. You cannot do it, right? It's not like you can defend him, right? That's a fact. But there are still people who are trying to do it. And for the people like that, I don't have anything to say, but come on, man, think about yourself for a second and use your freaking brain, right? Use your goddamn brain, because you might have some brain. And I apologize for anything if I say wrong, but goddamn, this guy is crazy, man. This guy is just... He did something that people should not have done, but he did it. Even though he knew that he's wrong. Bro, he was 38 when he did that. What do you mean by he does not know what he was doing? He was 38. He was more mature than anybody I know from the gaming industry. He was the oldest. He is still the oldest in the gaming industry. God damn. But he still did that. You know why? What we call these people? You know what we call these people? We call these people unhinged type of people. They don't give a fuck. We call them unhinged type of people. They don't give a fuck. You might be thinking like, oh, maybe you know what, I'll have his back and he will have mine. No, he don't care about you. God damn. He literally will push you out of the window if he can. He cannot. And that's why. That's a fact. That's a problem. That's a big ass freaking problem. That's a big ass problem. People are like having his back, just thinking like, oh, maybe he will have mine. No, he does not care about you. You know what he cares about? He cares about you joining to his sleek daddy club or the champ club, champ membership. Oh, this is first of the month. I have to buy him my championship. No. He does not give a shit, bro. What? His own company. Why does his own company, Midnight Game Studio, Midnight Society Game Studio? Yes, if I'm saying it right. The company he created kicked him out. Why do you think that? And he does not have any idea about that. But he was streaming Elden Ring when I was watching him, and with me 20,000 people who are also watching him, and he read the chat and he was so fucking destroyed in that thing. He stopped for 30 seconds reading a chat, like, what the hell is going on? You can see the fear in his face, and then he's like, well, I'm fatigued. 5 seconds ago he was like, oh yeah, let's go baby, and he's fatigued. You don't get fatigued by this, okay? This ain't how it works. But you realize that your own company kicked you out, and you understood it. When you understood it, you realize that, oh my god, maybe I'm destroyed. In my word, I'm fucked. And of course you are, because your company kicked you out, and then the emotion came out and he said everything that he wanted to say. He released every single thing. His EQ died there, and his PR team said don't do it. His lawyers are like freaking banging their head to the desk, but he's like, I don't give a fuck, my company kicked me out. And in his tweet he said, we collectively took that decision. Well, you know what, when I went to the other co-founders Twitter, he said, you know what, we found some things and we decided to kick him out. Well, that does not seem you collectively did shit. So that's what happened. Well, guess what, maybe I am the toxic guy here, and maybe I'm doing something wrong, but the fact is I don't think there is anything that I can say here which will be wrong, right? Because apart from everything else, I can say other things. You cannot avoid the reality, right? There is nothing that you can do to avoid the reality, and that is the reality, right? Of course, apart from everything that he did. Okay, let's try to forgive him. Okay, let's try to forgive him. You know what? Hello, knock knock, who's there? Oh, cannot forgive him. You know why? Because he became a PDF file. You know whom can I not forget? A PDF file. Guess why? Because they know what they are fucking doing, and still they are doing it. Why? I don't understand why. I don't get it. And no matter what doctor did, maybe it was not his fault. Maybe he's a fucked up guy. Maybe he was so controlled. But who cares? You did wrong, right? That's not how you should lead something. That's how you should not put your examples, buddy. You're freaking so experienced. You might have that knowledge to know it. How can you be that grotesque of a man, right? God damn. That's just so bizarre. That's just so bizarre. I mean, this situation, this situation is just like, it's a freaking, how can I say it? It's like an abomination going here, It's like an abomination going here. Before, I used to think Doctor might be a megalomaniac, but now I think he's not. He's more like a Homelander type of character. I think that's what he is. I don't use these words, okay? I don't talk like this, because for me, it's not what I am. But now there's a sour taste in my mouth. There's a sour taste in my mouth because of what he did. And it's just like, you cannot support him. And nobody can defend him in this situation. You wanna argue? Come, let's argue. You wanna defend Doc? Come, defend him. I don't think YouTube will ban him though, but I think he lost 90% of his viewership in that. Because he will come back. And bet my life on it, he will come back. And he will come back acting like, oh, I have learned everything and I am a new leaf now. I have left everything behind. And I am not that hideous type of person which I was. And I am a nice guy now. I'm an awesome guy now. We got on a wrong foot, but now I'm a nice guy. He will act that. But of course, what's done is done. You cannot do that, right? Come on. It ain't a repulsive decision you had to make, but you did that. So stop being a cunning and amusing piece of shit. We are not, even you are not. So that's what's gonna happen, Yeah. So that's what I think. But apart from everything else, also, like, it's not like for people who used to watch them are not going to have anything to watch. I mean, there's like freaking 50,000 live streamers at one single time on YouTube. Like, you can watch 1,000 other streamers. There are streamers just like Doc, or even controversial take, maybe better than Doc in what Doc does. There's so many streamers people can watch, so it might get a rise of new streamers. New streamers can get new viewership, new opportunities. And I'm not a streamer, so I am saying it out of total understanding. But if that is not the scene, whatever, nobody is expecting anything apart from that also, right? You cannot defend the criminal. That's a fact. And when he said no crimes were committed in his tweet, well, buddy, that was a crime. Talking to a minor, it's a crime. I mean, not talking to a minor is not a crime. I apologize. Sorry. I apologize. what you are doing, the way you are talking to a minor, that way of talking to a minor is a crime. Okay, yes. I have a lot of minor friends. You know why? Because I'm 20. Bro, my friends are 3 years young. You know, I have several friends who used to play Valorant with me when I used to play Valorant. I don't anymore. They were all minors. Have you ever seen me talking that way with them? If you've seen that, then come and blame me. I don't do that shit, okay? I don't act like that. My whole life, when I was 18 minus, like when I was like 17, 16, 15, below 18, like when I was a minor myself, I don't used to talk like that to anybody. That's why I'm single, to any freaking buddy, because there are the things which you cannot go away, right? There's a lot of people and there's a lot of minors, and I'm saying this minors because I have tweeted that a lot of times. There's a lot of minors who so many times asked me for a coffee, and I covered that thing in my previous podcast also. A lot of people, a lot of girls had approached me for a cup of coffee. You know what I said? I said, nobody, I'm working. You know why? Majority of the reason is because they are minors, they are below 18, and I don't want to be you, of course. I know why is it wrong. I covered it in my Instagram of all things. I don't use Insta that much, but I covered it in my Instagram because so many people are PDF files and we see them in daily life. We don't do shit because we cannot catch them. But now that we got you and we are catching a guy who is a PDF file, that makes a lot of sense, right? Isn't that making a lot of sense? Well, that does makes a lot of sense. So what am I going to do? Here's the thing, what I am going to do. I am not gonna support anybody who's supporting you. And why is that? Because here's the thing, there are things, there are ethics, there are things that are right and there are things that are wrong. Okay? And I don't wanna put my name supporting the wrong thing. Hell no, I'm not gonna do it, because I am a person with integrity and dignity. That's on what basis my channel is created. These are the things: integrity and dignity and being truthful. These three things on what my channel is standing on and will always stand on. I don't lie to people. I don't break their trust. I have my own principles which I follow. These things are very close to me. And when of course you did that, then yeah, goddamn no, fuck you. But yeah, this podcast is going to be like, turning into me, which I am not a god, of course not. Maybe I am, maybe not. But that's what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna go to Demon Time, play DLC Minecraft. What is DLC Minecraft though? I don't understand. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on. This podcast is going a little bit longer. I mean, like 29 minutes is crazy, but the fact is, you're looking so, oh my god, you're looking so awesome today. I mean, I am looking at you and you are looking so awesome if you are only 18 plus. If you're 18 minus, oh baby, but that's what I'm gonna do, From now onwards, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be like, hey, 18 plus human, 18 plus my people, what are you? I don't want enablers from Markiplier. Enablers. Hey, you 18 plus enablers, how you doing? Oh, you're so handsome. Oh, 18 minus. Oh, you baby. Oh, small baby. I will do that. That will be crazy. That will be freaking crazy if I do that. That will be actually freaking goddamn gosh darn it crazy. That's what I'm gonna do from now. But yeah, come on, man, you're all awesome. So if you think about this a little bit, and I am saying it totally honestly, totally with my heart, if you try to think about it, if you try to defend this thing, which I also tried to at first, you cannot. There is not a single reason or single basis on which I can defend the doctor, right? It's just undefendable. He just broke all the things. He just used all the excuses which we could have given, and he just threw out of the window. And now we don't have the window. Now we don't have anything. He closed the window, he sealed the window, and he called himself a PDF, which he is, by the way, and he accepted it. So nobody is trying to say anything about him. Okay, he accepted it. He accepted it. So that's that, man. Apart from all, anything he does, I'm always gonna see what he's doing. But this thing is crazy. He did crazy things. And of course, I don't like these type of things when somebody does that, of course, because of what he does and what he's doing and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't understand if I don't know if he ever really be what can I say, very much sad for it, or apologetic for it, or regretful for it. Yeah, regretful is the actual word. I don't know if he'll ever be regretful for it, but if his career is gone for this thing, then he'll have to be regretful for it. Because before he'd have no incentive to be regretful for it, but his career is gone. Now he gotta be regretful for it, because oh fuck, my career died because I was a PDF file. That's what's gonna happen to him. And that's crazy. And you all know what I think right now, right? I don't think like he will ever change, you know. That's what my take is. I don't think he will ever change. Of course people change. Of course, when Buttes did a lot of mistakes also, oopsie also. And I always said, people can of course change like this. When people do some oopsie which are changeable, okay, but you have to do it on a way that's changeable. When you do something so atrocious like this, there is nobody who can defend you, buddy. There's like literally 0%. So of course you fucked up, and that's what he did, fucked up. And we cannot defend him. I cannot defend him, of course. I mean, who will defend him, man? This is just crazy. And I am very much, you know, in a questionality of it, like, because I'm also trying to understand, like, what should be the correct take to take in this situation. Because as a content creator, it comes up to me too, as a content creator of an old generation and a new generation, because I was there when Doctor got banned. So I saw that and I felt that, and I was also raising the question, like, why did he got banned? And as a person as a content creator of a new generation, because now I'm taking this shit very seriously, it comes up to me to think and to give my opinion to people who are thinking about, hey, the doctor actually did something wrong, because he did. And that's what I'm thinking about. I mean, like, of course Hassan is saying things, and Hassan is copy, like, you know, taking it and putting it out there. Mogul Mail, Ludwig is like putting it there. And of course these two people I don't follow that much. I don't know them. I just watch their videos and I'm like, okay, interesting. Guess what? Penguin Zero, the person I actually get inspiration from a lot, he's one of my inspirations. He also put his you know, opinions. He also covered that thing. So I watched a lot of videos. I have carried a lot of people's opinion on this, and then I wanted to make a video on it, because of course I created a small video on it on my main channel, but I didn't said anything, right? I didn't said anything wild, and why would I? Of course I cannot. But he did really did a lot of bad stuff, so it's not like there's anything I can do to cover it up, of course. And it's not like I want to. Doc, you fucked up. Okay, Doc, you wanted to do something that you, of course, could have avoided, but you decided to do that thing. You know what? You didn't betray us. You betrayed yourself too. And that's what you do. That's what you did, Doc. You literally betrayed yourself, and you think that you will get away with it by just avoiding it and go on a big huge vacation. Doc said in his tweet that they want me to disappear. Yeah, fucking right. Guess what, doc? Now your own people want you to disappear. Guess what? Now your own freaking people want you to disappear because you did these things. And it's not like we want you to disappear out of the window. We want you to disappear out of our life. Because you fucked up a lot of people's life, man. That ain't cool. That is never cool. And I know that. Everybody else who's watching this knows that. And this is just fucking crazy. It's actually, I hate this thing. It is making me so pissed. And I don't get mad and make videos. You know me, right? Sometimes if my mood is very much afflicted or like a little bit of I have a bad mood or I have a little bit messed up mood, I don't create videos. I don't even edit that time because I know my mood will affect my videos. But this time I am recording it. I'm freaking furious. I am furious right now. I'm very much angry and mad and disappointed. Of course, I'm so disappointed, and these things will afflict, afflicting, of course, in this video, because you don't see me acting this obviously, this aggressively. What am I saying obviously? What the fuck is obviously? But the fact is, he did that, and of course I don't think he's regretting shit. Okay, he's not. So yeah, that's fucking crazy. Okay, that's fucking crazy. And being a content creator, of course, the same niche we are carrying. He's also a gamer. I am a gamer. Of course, I have known, and I know Doc's content. I know everything that he does. But the fucking thing is, a person like that never changes, man. Come on. He doesn't. Of course, he did that in 2020. And he's not like that anymore. Well, guess what, buddy? He might be. Okay, maybe he's doing it also, right now also. But nobody's there to catch him now. Of course, Facebook is never going to reveal that, right? Of course, WhatsApp is not going to reveal that, right? Of course, Instagram is not going to reveal that, right? But Twitch did. Twitch did. Guess what? You got one chance. And that's what you did. You did this. You break the chance, and now you don't have any chance. So, buddy, you know what I think? For you, for Doc, I have a great suggestion, great advice, I'll say. You know what? I think you're 20, you're 42. Okay, you did everything from a big success to a big game studio developer to a big human, like a goddamn name in Twitch, to a goddamn name in YouTube. You did everything from that to be a PDF file, to be a wife cheater. You have done everything. So here's an advice, buddy. It's a great time to take your hat, put it down, and look at the sunset and go beyond. Stop doing everything and just retire. Because I don't think anybody is even a slightest of interested in watching your videos or even your face after this thing. And even if there are people who will support you for that, I don't really have anything to say to them, because of course that is something that I just don't really will ever understand why. Okay, that's something I will never understand why. So for me and for a lot of people, it hurted a lot of things, but I don't want anybody like him in the gaming community of YouTube, of course, because of course I am also in gaming. And believe me when I say this, you go to gamers, you go to Trinity of Gamers, you go to Markiplier, you go to Jacksepticeye, you go to PewDiePie, which I am not apologetic to use their names right now, but you go to them and you go and ask them the same thing, they will say you the same thing. Even though Pewds is a very good friend of Doctor. Pewds is a goddamn good friend of Doctor. He will not support this. You know why? Because he did this shit. Goddamn. This is unforgivable type of shit, okay? You do this, you get one chance, you break this chance, and that's what, you're done. That's going to happen. This is just fucking unforgivable. There are things in your life that's unforgivable. This is one of those things. And this specifically is the way worse in that scene also. In that field, unforgivable field, it comes at the edge. You cannot do anything worse than that. That's that. And he did that. So that's going on, man? This week of this Disruptors, Dr. Disrespect is, I think he's done. That's what we are discussing today. Now, here's the thing. I have to apologize for this podcast, this episode of the podcast, to be a little bit more of aggressive. And of course, we might be the disruptors, but we are not that aggressive type of people. Our podcast is not that aggressive, of course, but this episode went a little bit aggressive with a little bit of aggression, of course. And I didn't want it to be that, but it went that because, of course, I am a little bit hurt with these things going on our life. But of course, it's not like I can do anything about it. I mean, it's my emotions spiking, and when my emotion spikes, it's just me talking. And even though that, I really hope that I didn't offend anybody. And apart from Doc, I want to offend him. I want him to get offended. But apart from Doc, I really think I have not offended anybody. I really hope that I haven't offended anybody of you. I really hope that this type of thing never happens in gaming community ever again, because this is crazy, man. This is fucking disgusting. I hope this thing never happens to anybody. But it's like too good of a thing to be true, because there are predators out there roaming around, you know? And that's the thing. There's not a lot of things I agree with some people in the gaming community, but this thing I have to agree with majority of the Twitch streamers who are bashing Doc for it. I have to agree with Pokimane. I have to agree with Ray. I have Valkyrie, by the way. Ray, nobody knows. I have to agree with Valk. I'm always gonna agree with Jack, bro. I'm always gonna agree with Sean. Jacksepticeye, always agreeing with him, man. He's one of the nicest person. I don't think a lot of people have put their thoughts right now, because of course it has been released like it has only been released 15 hours ago. The main tweet that Doc did, which he edited 6 times, which is crazy. So that's that. Of course, I realized that he's been editing. A lot of people did. So, and yes, you know what, Sneeko, for that matter, I don't know why is he defending Doc. Sneeko, shut the fuck up, okay? Know your role and shut your mouth. Because this thing is going crazy. Okay, we all know who you are, so shut up. And that's cool, man. Everything is great. Everything is good. Now, gaming community will have a little bit of a peace after he's gone. So yeah. And here's this episode. That's the end of this episode of the Disruptors. Now here's what I'm gonna say to you. I'm gonna say to you that this week was a little bit of a journey for us, but the next week is going to be fun, because in the next week we are gonna do things that we have not done, in a good way, by the way. In a good way. We do good things, we do good things, we do great things, we do awesome things, we do the things that nobody can do because we are doing it. And that's what we are going to do. Now you are the revolutionist, so am I. That's the bottom line, and I'm gonna see you next time. Bye.